March of 2008. Maybe an early opportunity for Argentina to advance. Player down over on the far side of the field, which will bring play to an early halt here.
Enzo Fernandez, I don't know if it's a coming together of knees as he goes with the challenge. Yeah, you can see that. That's definitely going to hurt. You can see why he's going down. It's a pretty robust challenge.
Yeah, painful one there for Enzo Fernandez. Sergio Aguero on the left-hand side of your picture. I mentioned that Argentina had won the only previous match against Egypt in 2008, and Aguero scored one of the goals that day. He's among many famous footballing sons of Argentina inside the building today for this one, as you would expect. First touch for Emiliano Martinez and Christian Romero. Romero, who thought he'd scored what was the winning goal against Cabo Verde, it turned out to be an own goal, deflecting in off defender Diné Borges. The chase is on for Alvarez. Scored 4 goals at the last World Cup, yet to get off the mark in this one. McAllister surging forward. Plenty of red shirts, quick to get back behind the ball. Rodrigo de Paul, who's been based in the United States since the winter transfer window, having moved to Miami to play with Lionel Messi at club level. Paredes in the heart of the midfield. The 4 main midfield players for Argentina haven't played together very often in the past. I think it's only the 3rd or 4th time that they've lined up together, though one of those occasions was the semi-final 4 years ago. McAllister into Messi.
Yeah, Paredes is looking like he's going to be that deep holding midfield player just in front of the back 4, and then you'll have the 3 in front of him there, and De Paul, McAllister and Fernandez. So they're setting up with obviously a lot of attacking options, but just that extra little bit of cover in front of that front 4, and I think mostly to try and deal with any balls into Mo Salah's feet.
Yeah, second start of this World Cup for Leandro Paredes of Boca Juniors these days. Just over 150 appearances in Serie A in Italy, mostly with Roma, former PSG player as well. Way off the boot of Mustafa Shubir, collected by Hafez. Egypt just looking for an opportunity to get the foot on the ball a little bit here and settle down.
Which is going to be tough, because you can see there with Argentina already looking to be on that front foot, close down the space, not allowing Egypt too much time at the back to play out.
Here's Lachine, back in the team today, served his ban in the last match against Australia, having picked up 2 yellow cards in the group stage. First touch for Imam Ashur. Who is in momentary discomfort. He could be a key player for Egypt today. Ashur, their number 8, gave them the lead against Belgium in the opening match, and also last time out against Australia. So 2 goals for him.
Yeah, I thought he was one of the better players in the last game against Australia. Scored a very good header at the far post. Got a lot of pace and not afraid to take players on, and that's what I think Egypt have got to be as a whole. They've got to be a team that has no fear. Yes, respect Argentina, but have the ability to take them on, have the bravery to do so.
They were onto Mo Salah like a flash there, weren't they?
Understandably. Yeah, you want to be. You don't want to give him too much space. You don't want to allow him to have time to turn on the ball and run at you. The pace that he possesses, he's a real handful.
Yeah, isn't he just? That's Artinya, and off the boot of Rami Rabia, collected by Yasser Ibrahim, who sends it away to the far side. Marwan Artinya. Hafez making the run, and Rodrigo de Paul, excellent defensive work from him, but Egypt just settling a little bit now, seeing a bit more of the ball. There's Ashur, of whom we were just talking, proving to be quite the handful, and Molina with the sturdy challenge, reclaiming it for Argentina, and Paredes, who's just patrolling that area in front of the back four, helping to tidy up.
Yeah, he's trying to fill that pocket, isn't he? He's like any balls into the front, whether it's a Seagate, whether it's a Salah, wants to make sure he cuts that direct line off to them. And if they're going to get it, it's going to be under a lot of pressure straight away.
Karim Hafez into Mohamed Hani, one of the Al Ahly contingent here at this World Cup. He hasn't missed a minute, Hani, of this campaign so far. De Paul. Hafez into Ashur. Two draws and a win for Egypt in the group stage. First time they've gone through the group stage unbeaten at a World Cup. Looking to make the biggest step of all today. And what a big step it would be if they could find a way to get past Argentina.
Yeah, Heatsink Hassan does really well. Knocks the ball around. Tagliafico then just is very clever. Just turns his run, directs it right in the path of Hassan, doesn't allow him to get past him. Otherwise, he was around him and in behind that Argentinian defence.
Yes. What a big game for Heatsink Hassan to come in first competitive start to his sixth cap. Made his debut in March. Now, what can Egypt come up with here? Artinya away to the far side. Decent ball in, trying to sneak in at the far post was Yasser Ibrahim. Paredes, who came off the bench against Cabo Verde the other day, played about 35 minutes. Scaloni putting him in from the start today. Romero forward, scoots past Messi. Pass from Rodrigo de Paul towards Enzo Fernandez.
He does really well initially. You get that ball, looked like it was maybe going to go out, and they showed some real pace to keep it in. And unfortunately, his touch just lets him down.
There's Paredes again, just in that little pocket we were talking about, Mark, and Fernandez once more. Paredes goes for a little bit of a wander. This is Romero. Alvarez dropping a little bit deeper. Another good goal-scoring season for Atletico Madrid, for Julian Alvarez. Alvarez, 20 goals at club level. 10 in the Champions League. Looking for his first at this summer's World Cup. Now, well, Molina's gone forward here. Messi's collecting. Ooh. It's going to be Argentina's ball. First sighting of Lionel Messi in Egypt's penalty area.
Yeah, Remy Ravia does really well. Doesn't dive in, but keeps that real tight pressure on Messi. Any slight sort of over-touch or not able to control the ball.
This is Rodrigo de Paul now. And the flag goes up on the near side. It's wide of the post anyway, but the flag went up quite quickly there as Enzo Fernandez raced in.
Well, I'm not really sure if Enzo Fernandez sees the flag go up or not. Yeah, you can see there he's a long way offside. But you'd still expect Fernandez just to finish it off, put it in the back of the net. Instead, he just completely mistimes it.
Well, shot across the bows there, an early warning for Egypt.
Yeah, it's okay. I mean, look, they kept a high line. That's the thing. They defended well on that occasion in terms of keeping that higher line. Don't allow yourself to drop too deep. Allow that space in behind, and it makes it more difficult. That's where Argentina then have to get their runs perfect in behind to beat that offside trap.
And De Paul was able to get there ahead of Karim Hafez. touch from Alexis McAllister. It's a long chase over on the far side for Tagliafico.
Yeah, they're always looking to get their two fullbacks forward, aren't they? They're very proactive in making those runs down the left-hand side. I think also Paredes being back gives them that extra little bit of security.
Affairs was fouled there, referee perfectly placed to see that.
We see this for Argentina when they played Cabo Verde. They are susceptible to be hit on that counter-attack. If you beat that first press and you've got a bit of mobility, you can actually hurt Argentina. And Egypt would have been well aware of that. And you can see there, that quick transition, they're looking to try and be that first break and be really quick and direct of trying to go at Argentina.
Rami Rabia. Back with Rabia again. Player based in the UAE Pro League. And via Ibrahim, connected by Hassan. Hafez making tracks on the near side, but easy interception for Rodrigo de Paul. Here's Romero, who Tottenham fans didn't see a great deal of from February onwards. A knee injury mostly kept him out. Only a couple of appearances in the Premier League in England from February to the end of the season. Timely return to full fitness ahead of the World Cup. Alvarez sniffing around. Paredes. Fernandez. Tagliafico again, well forward far side. Same goes for Molina on the Argentina right. Paredes. It's Lisandro Martinez forward. Alvarez losing it. Quick feet there from Egypt's players. Imam Ashur.
Finally, That's a brilliant header back across the face of goal. Gives them Martinez absolutely no chance to react. What a start for Egypt.
Yasser Ibrahim scoring only his second ever international goal. What a time and what a place to get it. And what a cracker of a header it was too.
Yeah, I mean, the ball from Argentina was excellent. I think it was in for the far post. Great delivery, great flight.
Orang-orang dulu juga. Kira sarungan juga. Keren tuh. Lancar-lancar. Penonton Argentina kabeh. Wis entuk 30. Lah 3 MB cocok.
This one.
They won't be panicking. Long way to go. We're not even 20 minutes into this one, but it's a great start for Egypt. Here's Lionel Messi, who can change the game in an instant, as we all know. And here comes Tagliafico, challenged, and Argentina have got a route back into the game immediately.
Oh, what a ball. What a ball in behind. Tagliafico, that's what we said about the danger of the two fullbacks pushing forward. Tagliafico was always in the best position to win that. You can see there, Haitham Hassan, just don't think he's looking. He certainly takes his eye off the runner of Tagliafico. He doesn't know he's cutting in, not aware of it. Just makes the challenge. So often we see it, players in behind, out of the sight of the player trying to defend. He just gets caught out.
Well, the 19th penalty of this World Cup finals coming up. 14 of the previous 18 have ended up in the back of the net. Lionel Messi has missed a penalty at this World Cup. That was against Austria. He's actually missed 3 penalties in the World Cup finals, but he scored 4. Can he score an 8th goal here at this World Cup?
Yeah, I believe he missed against Austria in the penalty, but then scored anyway in the game, so don't think it's one that's going to worry him too much. Obviously, he's in an ideal position, and you'd expect Messi to put this away.
Can Lionel Messi score the 9th consecutive match at the World Cup finals?
Anjir.
Not yet anyway. He's denied by Mustafa Shubir.
Massive moment for Egypt. Mustafa Shubir, it's a brilliant save, it really is. Purely because he doesn't go early, he waits his time and gets everything behind it.
One of the coaching staff for Egypt has just been shown a yellow card there for the referee. A flare up on the near side. Imam Ashur is the player on the ground. Wow. What a moment again, and Lionel Messi, let's take another look at it.
Yeah, Messi's just picked the spot, hasn't he? He's not even looking at the goalkeeper, he's decided he's just going to pick a spot. And Mustafa Shubir just bides his time, reads it perfectly, and it's a good save, a very good save from the goalkeeper. I think any penalty save's a very good one.
Well, Shubir had been the understudy to Mohamed El Shinawi, but just recently he's taken over as the #1, and goalkeeping very much in his blood. He's the son of Ahmed Shubir, who kept goal at Italia 90. What a moment for him there. One to never forget.
Saving it for the big occasion. Can't get much bigger than this for Egypt at this moment in time. That is huge for Egypt.
Argentinian supporters who do greatly outnumber Egyptian fans inside the stadium, doing everything they can at this moment in time to lift their team. We're heading to the midway point of the first half. It's had one or two moments so far.
Yes, it has. I mean, I have to say, from a perspective of a Messi penalty, it was underwhelming. However, it's the occasion. He's shown he's human once again. I mean, we've seen it on the odd occasion with Lionel Messi. We've seen it again on this moment. But, like I said, he missed one against Austria and then still scored in the game, and they won the game. So, will he have a big impact in this game?
Just played in behind Mustafa Zico there, conceding possession to Argentina. Run made by Alexis McAllister through the middle. Salah tracked by Lisandro Martinez. Well, they'll be happy to use up a bit more time with a challenge like that from Martinez near the halfway line. We reached the hydration break in the first half here, and what a first half it's been so far. Yasser Ibrahim heading Egypt into the lead in the 15th minute of the game, and then Lionel Messi having a penalty saved by Mustafa Shubir. Don't Messi with Egypt, indeed, is the message there on that board. And this is, from Egypt's point of view, a very positive start to this match.
Oh, very good. I mean, it's been, I think it's gone everything to plan, and probably and more some to go ahead like they have, and deservedly so. Great delivery into the box. Really good header from Yasser Ibrahim to take the 1-0 lead. And, of course, the setback of the penalty being given, awarded to Argentina. Generally feel like they're going to score. This is that ball. Really good delivery in the box from Mohamed Hani. And you can see Yasser Ibrahim making that run into the box. Real force, real determination, and a brilliant header.
It really was a special header for Yasser Ibrahim. The last time Argentina conceded first at the World Cup was in the round of 16 in 2018. So it's been a while. Position there, not terribly used to in recent times, but there's the save to deny Lionel Messi what would have been his 8th goal at these FIFA World Cup finals.
You don't see that too often, do you? Lionel Messi missing a penalty. I know it's the second time already at this World Cup, but in general, over the course of his career, someone from that area, that sort of position, 11 metres away from the goal line, 9.9% of the times out of 10, you'd expect him to hit the back of the net.
Well, rather incredibly, when you think how brilliant he is as a player and how successful he is in front of goal, Lionel Messi has failed to score with 4 of the 8 penalties he's taken over the years at the finals.
Okay, I'll redo my stat. It's 5 out of 10 times at World Cups that he'll score penalties.
So we're underway once again. Egypt with that narrow 1-goal lead, and Karim Hafez picking out Ashur. There's a confidence about the way they're playing and approaching this. You said, Mark, before the game, they need to be brave, obviously, as well as sensible in the way they approach it, and that's what we've seen so far.
A much improved performance from Egypt. They have lifted to another couple of levels in this performance so far, and that's what they've had to do, because they've known they've come up against a top class side in Argentina, and at the moment Egypt are doing very, very well.
Paredes is picking up quite a few loose pieces just in front of the defence in the opening quarter of the match. Now it's with Nahuel Molina, Paredes, Romero. This is Julian Alvarez. And still. Shubi has actually saved 2 penalties now this World Cup, saved from Mehdi Taremi in the match against Iran in the group stage. So developing something of a reputation in such situations. Nahuel Molina, that's a decent looking ball, and a point blank save! What a stop that was to deny Alexis McAllister, but here come Argentina again towards the ball. Imam Ashur, and it's thumped away by Karim Hafez, chased by Mo Salah.
Another big moment in this game. McAllister from that distance just doesn't really guide it, just tries to get something on it. It's too close to the goalkeeper, Shabir, and Shabir does a really good reaction save and gets rid of it out of the danger zone. Once again, plays a pivotal part in keeping it at 1-0 to Egypt.
Well, Vozinha of Cabo Verde had some good moments the other day.
Cah telu. Ya berapa? Itu tambahin. Ya tambahin tak. Kalau piro 20 15. Ya. Seminggu piro wingi.
Shabir, I think, will be a very busy man between now and the end of the game.
Good pressure there on Alessandro Martinez. Chased by Salah, and racing in, trying to get on the end of it was Mostafa Zico. Comfortable enough for Yoni Martinez, who sends it on its way. There's an urgency about Argentina here, as you'd expect. Lovely pass from Messi. Now the chance to advance with Enzo Fernandez, picking out De Paul. First time ball, trying to find McAllister. Martinez, McAllister. Well, he turned into the defender, to Marwan Atia there, and it will be a free kick for Argentina.
Atia just gets too close to McAllister there. Needs to just give himself a little bit of room, because you don't want to be given free kicks away in these central areas for Argentina. That's that discipline element to it. I know there's going to be moments in the game. This is that ball from De Paul. Great ball in. McAllister. You would feel that he has to get it more directed in the corner. Anywhere near the goalkeeper, you give him a chance. Mustafa Shabir, obviously very high in confidence, makes a very good reactive save.
Yeah, McAllister has been in a number of very, very advanced positions through the middle already in this game. It's the closest Argentina have come to scoring from open play. The ball is at Messi's feet, and it was very nearly in Egypt's net.
I wonder if that just come off the post. That is very, very close. I don't know if Mustafa Shabir just felt that it was going wide. And in the end, obviously, it goes wide enough. Messi's free kick, he curls it around the wall.
It was absolutely superb. That's how close it was.
I mean, he has it covered, Mustafa Shabir, but I think it's just a little bit too close for comfort.
Hafez. Zico challenging, losing out to Romero. Ball's out of play.
With that sort of free kicks, if you're allowing or believing the ball's going wide, it hits the post, anything can happen. Depending on where it hits the post, could have easily come back out, could have even hit the goalkeeper and gone in. It's a bit risky.
I think Egypt will have taken a lot of encouragement from what they saw in the Cabo Verde match.
Absolutely. They would have reviewed that game, known that Cabo Verde played without fear, were able to absorb pressure. They knew that. They knew there'd be times where they're going to have to dig deep. But also, when they do get the ball, the best way to relieve that pressure is retain it. Find your outs. Egypt are set up well for it as well. With Salah up front, with Zico up front. They've got the ability to break quickly.
Mustafa Zico chasing. Lisandro Martinez there first. Martinez had a terrific game, didn't he, the other night? With that pass for Messi for their first goal, and then tucking away the second himself.
I mean, going forward, he was instrumental. He played a big part. As an centre-half, he was so vital in Argentina's progression into this stage of the competition because of his contribution to all the goals. So that was huge. Defensively today, they're the questions that have been asked of not only Lisandro Martinez, but also Romero, who at the moment haven't been great.
Free kick conceded, the challenge by Mohamed Lashin. Well, it's 20 years now since Argentina conceded first at the World Cup and came back to win the match, round of 16 against Mexico. Came back to win by 2-1 in that one. Esteban Cambiasso among those watching on. Javier Zanetti on the left of your picture as well. Great for Inter as well as Argentina. De Paul can't get the better of Karim Hafez. Very positive and purposeful from Egypt here in this first half. Against one of the big favourites for the World Cup. Hani. Haitham Hassa, the player who conceded the penalty kick. Little bit of space here for Salah. Hafez, he's got Imam Ashur alongside and now in possession. Ashur trying to find a little bit of space, but smothered. That was Romero. Messi out hustled and then a little wayward off the boot of Karim Hafez. But this is it. They seem very prepared to go toe-to-toe here with Argentina.
They do, and you can see there with Romero, he's renowned for coming off his line, trying to win the ball in more of an aggressive sort of nature. Does it really, really well. Unfortunately, Messi just gets caught out a little bit, unaware of Hafez behind him, and Hafez just wastes the opportunity. Romero out of position, had an opportunity to try and go at Argentina in that instance. Instead, he lets go for that wild shot.
Paredes taking over. Got 10 minutes to go to half-time, plus any additional time. Tagliafico. Fernandez, McAllister. Here's Messi. Neat and tidy as always. Doesn't need a lot of room, does he? But sheer weight of numbers gets the job done for Egypt.
You can see also Egypt are overloading that middle of the park. They know that Argentina is one of their strengths. What the way they want to play football is those little intricate little 1-2s, movement in that sort of pocket areas between the two lines. But Egypt have got a lot of players in there. They're trying to smother that.
Alexis McAllister picking out Messi, Rodrigo de Paul, Leandro Paredes. Argentina patient in trying to figure out how to pick the lock here of this stubborn Egyptian resolve. Room for Paredes. Space for Enzo Fernandez. The run made by Messi, clearance by Ashur. Ismail Salah underneath it is rather on his own. Salah, of course, be very familiar with the players he's up against today at the heart of the Argentina defence, with Lisandro Martinez, Manchester United player, and Cristian Romero at Tottenham Hotspur in recent years. Ashur. Romero's interception. Martinez. Messi. De Paul. A little bit loose and conceding possession, and Messi will look to try to take advantage.
He does well, really well initially, Messi, to read the play, win the ball back. And his shot is just very wayward.
Diego Simeone has put his jersey back on and come to the stadium today. We saw him in Miami the other day, former international. Of course, he's had so much success at the in the manager's chair, the head coach's chair at Atletico Madrid. Key moments of the game so far.
We did see him go through all the emotions as well in Miami. Typical of Diego Simeone on the touchline. We see him for Atletico Madrid. We saw him in the stands in the box going through all those emotions.
Yeah, former World Cup player with Argentina as well, of course, Diego Simeone. Lisandro Martinez, now Enzo Fernandez. De Paul. Now, well, Molina had made a run on the near side, and he keeps doing that, and they're not picking him out. But here comes Tagliafico, trying to tee it up for Alvarez. What a sensational save! Again by Mustafa Shubir. Super stop.
Oh, that is world class. I mean, everything about that was world class. The move was exceptional. The ball across. Tagliafico, his touch inside. Alvarez's strike on goal, and the goalkeeper Mustafa Shubir. What a save! That is the best save of the game so far, by a long way. That is brilliant.
What a strong left hand, A, to get there, and B, to keep it out.
Oh, it's just perfect. Everything about it was perfect. The goalkeeper made an exceptional save.
Well, Julian Alvarez can't quite believe it, neither can Tagliafico. That was excellent play from the left back.
Oh, it was a brilliant ball in the first place. The diag was exceptional. Tagliafico's run down the left-hand side was perfectly timed. He's one-touch cross into Julian Alvarez. I don't think Alvarez could have done much differently. Good strike on goal. And the goalkeeper, Shubir, shone again.
Shubir back on his feet, ready to continue. Ashur and Alexis McAllister not getting along terribly well at the moment, which has been noted by our French referee. Messi to try and conjure up something here. Decent delivery. And it just sails away. Tagliafico getting involved again.
Yeah, Alvarez is the one that flicks it on in that near post area. Almost works. Probably got a little bit too much on it.
As indeed there was off Shabir there with that ball down the near side. This is Christian Romero. 55th cap for him today. Paredes, who's looked assured there in his central defensive midfield role in this opening 45 minutes. Nahuel Molina plays for Diego Simeone at Atleti in Spain. Got a few Atleti connections here for Simeone to keep an eye on. Got about half of his squad here with Argentina. De Paul into Paredes. Just dropping into a little bit of space here, Enzo Fernandez. Tagliafico trying to slide it in. So 7 attempts so far from Argentina, 3 on target, 1 on target for Egypt. But all importantly, that was the one that ended up nestling in the back of the net. Argentina looking for a strong finish to this first half. Alvarez tries to provide it, only half cleared. Still they try and probe and pick their way through the massed ranks of Egypt's defence, and on this occasion it doesn't happen.
Yeah, well hustled once again by Egypt. Bodies around the ball, not allowing any sort of freedom. It's tough against an Argentina side that move the ball so quickly. One-touch football, moving off the ball. Difficult to contain, but Egypt at the moment have done well. As a team, defended very well. When they've been able to get a chance, Argentina, it's a goalkeeper, Shabir, who's been brilliant.
Hossam Hassan there, the head coach of Egypt. He's their national record goal scorer. Oh, what about that from Mo Salah? Lovely bit of skills, brought to an end by Liverpool colleague of the last few years, Alexis McAllister. Little reminder of his class there, Mo Salah. Ashur into Salah. Paredes retrieving it for Argentina. Free kick. Into the last minute of the opening 45 as Messi sends it in, and it's a comfortable catch for Egypt's confident goalkeeper.
Yeah, good goalkeeping once again. They're the moments, they're the little bits of the game that are also vitally important. Coming out and claiming those balls, alleviating the pressure. It just demoralises the opposition. When you continuously come out and deal with those aerial threats as a goalkeeper, it helps your team out massively, but also has an effect on the opposition.
Salah led Nahuel Molina a merry dance there for a moment as Alvarez tries to get back at him, and Romero snaps in, and it will be a free kick.
Yeah, Romero just a little bit late, a bit frustrated in the way that he challenges Mo Salah. See there, just comes in, just lets himself, dives in, and sometimes that's what he does. Romero gets himself caught a little bit, loses a little bit of discipline, very aggressive on that front foot, and sometimes just gets that timing wrong.
Does cost him from time to time, doesn't it? Had a couple of yellow cards for Tottenham Hotspur this season. We've got a minimum of 5 additional minutes here in Atlanta, this lunchtime kickoff.
It's truly a remarkable stadium. It could feel like it's any time of the day. The roof closed, the atmosphere, it's just this little bubble that we're playing, the guys are playing in. It's fantastic.
Yeah, beautiful climate for a game as well, just 22 degrees Celsius. Ashur losing out to Molina this time. To Paul, trying to find a little bit of space, and it's with McAllister. Tagliafico on the far side. Rodrigo de Paul once more. Egypt desperate to just see it out to the break. They don't want to see the momentum of the match change right on the stroke of half-time. And it comes from de Paul, the header away by Rabia. Lisandro Martinez. Paredes. Nicely flighted. That is a very handy interception indeed by Karim Hafez.
Yeah, Hafez, it was really important. We saw that at the game against Cabo Verde. That's exactly the identical sort of run that Messi scored. Unbelievable touch with his outside of his left foot, and the finish was brilliant. So again, that is a constant threat when you're coming up against Argentina and Lionel Messi. That little diagonal ball over the top, drifting, perfectly weighted, but well defended.
That'll be a free kick there, foul by Alvarez. Sending Rami Rabia falling very heavily to the floor, and the referee swiftly calling for some assistance. It has notably knocked the wind from his sails.
Yeah, hopefully he's okay. Hopefully it is that just being winded from that fall. He landed pretty flat on his back.
Well, he received some treatment. Mark, your first half thoughts on what we've seen up to this point?
I think Egypt have been excellent. I think their game plan has worked perfectly well. They've really smothered Argentina whenever given the opportunity to. Not been afraid to go at them. Been adventurous, been brave. Created, obviously, a very good chance, which they took. And then after that, you know, they've not just been content with sitting back, they still tried to get forward. Argentina have certainly been better at times in this first half. Created some big chances. Mustafa Shobir has been outstanding in goal. So yes, you could say they've ridden their luck a little bit, Egypt, but it's job very well done so far.
Yeah, they've survived a couple of the big moments in the game, haven't they, Egypt?
Yeah, players have stepped up, haven't they? I mean, defensively, there've been moments where individuals have stepped up and played their part, and of course the goalkeeper, we've always expected him to play a big part in this game.
Some Hassan, who on the few occasions he has ventured forward down the right has caused problems. That's not the first time he's got the ball into the penalty area. Molina, Romero. Lionel Messi. Argentina looking for a big finish to the first half here. Messi on the prowl. Alvarez dropping a bit deeper. Tagliafico. All hands on deck here for Egypt, trying to see it out to the break. Into Messi once more. Hani challenging. And the flag has gone up. Offside, free kick for Egypt.
Yeah, again, Egypt really well done. Patient. Kept the line nice and high. Tried to make sure they didn't dive in. Kept their shape. See this game out to the half-time break. That's what's really important for them, to preserve this lead.
Well, we've had a minimum of 5 additional minutes now here in Atlanta. Salah. Egypt with the throw. That's exactly what they would wish for at this stage. Forward towards Salah once more. Lisandro Martinez with the header clear, only as far as Hassan. Into Salah. Wasted opportunity there to put Argentina under a little bit of pressure in the closing moments of this first half. Not very often you see a pass go astray from Egypt's number 10, and it's Messi. And Shabir does rather well to make sure that he doesn't leave the penalty area with the ball in his hands. And there is the half-time whistle, and we have a story in Atlanta because the world champions Argentina are behind, and Shabir, the goalkeeper of Egypt, has saved a penalty from Lionel Messi, but Yasser Ibrahim with a header in the 15th minute has scored the only goal of the match so far. The holders 45 minutes to save their title and continue at the World Cup. Argentina 0, Egypt 1 at half-time.
Ini yang saya sukai, berekspresi, membawa pesan yang positif. Kalau panas dalam, bantu redakan dengan yang ada badannya.
Sayang, nanti temenin belanja bulanan, beli baju, nge-gym.
Akan kuhadapi dunia, tapi Indomie Jumbo dulu.
Ya, babak pertama ditutup dengan sebuah kejutan. Mesir sementara memimpin 1-0 atas Argentina. Mereka tampil disiplin, lalu memanfaatkan peluang yang mereka dapat di jalannya babak yang pertama, Bung Supri.
Iya, terlihat sekali ya bahwa melakukan rotasi Scaloni tidak bisa berjalan dengan sangat baik. Yep. Kemudian ketika Mesir itu dikatakan pragmatis, toh faktanya mereka juga berani keluar dari area pertahanan mereka, kemudian mencoba untuk menekan, melakukan hack pressure. Dan hasilnya luar biasa. 15 menit awal jelas para pemain-pemain dari Argentina tidak bisa mengembangkan ritme permainan mereka.
Iya, dari Bung Wese sendiri?
Dari awal tadi kita bicara bahwa Mesir sudah mencetak 2 gol di 15 menit awal, dan itu harus jadi kewaspadaan Argentina. Dan bagaimana garis pertahanan Mesir itu tinggi sekali, dan saya jujur saya kaget sekali berani Mesir membuat kejutan, dan itu yang berhasil menjadi gertakan pertama mereka di awal babak pertama tadi, bahwa mereka bermain lebih keluar, lebih menyerang, garis pertahanan tinggi, dan mereka mendapatkan 1 gol dari hanya 2 percobaan dan 1 on target dan menjadi gol.
Ya, sementara kita lihat ya bagaimana 1 gol tunggal di jalannya babak yang pertama yang diciptakan oleh Ibrahim di menit ke-15. Sebelum itu kita dengarkan sesi interview berikut ini.
A pesar de estar perdiendo, Argentina generó situaciones claras de gol. ¿Te preocupa el resultado?
Bueno, obviamente hicimos mérito como para poder empatarlo. Bueno, el camino está por ahí, en seguir insistiendo, en tratar de encontrar esos pases filtrados y esos huecos que sabíamos que le iban a dejar.
Paciencia y control de pelota. ¿Imaginás cambios en la ofensiva para ser más agresivos arriba?
Bueno, en este momento como estamos jugando, estamos bien. Ya veremos más adelante, los minutos más adelante, si le vamos a dar más profundidad.
Muchas gracias.
كابتن ابراهيم مساء الخير. شوط اول للتاريخ اداء دفاعي عظيم، خطف هدف ياسر ابراهيم ومصطفى شوبير متالق. احكي لنا عن اللي هيحصل الشوط الثاني وتخيلاتكم لتكمله المباراه.
وطبعا اللي حصل الشوط الاولاني هم بيلعبوا العمق، فرقه الارجنتين كل لعبهم شغالين على حته العمق وده حافظين، وحسام اشتغل على بقى الفتره الايام اللي فاتت، هو طبعا مش ايام كتير يعني هم 48 ساعه اشتغل على الفيديوهات بتاع الارجنتين، شغالين على حته العمق مع تحركات مفاجاه من ورا الديفنس لميسي او الراجل الثاني. الحمد لله دي قفلنا، بنحاول بقدر الامكان ان احنا نقفل حته العمق دي بشكل كويس زي ما انت شايف، لان احنا ما بيلعبوش من بره كتير، احنا بنشتغل يعني بنحاول ان احنا نقفل، زائد ان احنا بنحاول ان احنا مع السرعات نخطف نعزز الجول، فدي ده الاسلوب اللي شغالين بيه. دلوقتي في ممكن يعني لسه في امام تقريبا حاسس في تعب في رجليه، فممكن حسام ممكن يبقى في تغيير شويه في الخطه، احتمال كبير يعني، احتمال نلعب 5 ورا و3 في نص الملعب و2 قدامه او 1-1 يعني مع صلاح وزيكو، لسه يعني اعتقد دي ممكن تشتغل فيها، انما هو الارجنتين بتعتمد على حته العمق مع التحركات المفاجاه اللي ورا ظهر الديفنس، بس الحمد لله اللعيبه لحد دلوقتي عارفينها وحافظينها وشغالين عليها كويس ان شاء الله.
دكه مصر حاليا في منتهى القوه يعني، هنشوف عمر مرموش، هنشوف كل النجوم يعني، هيعتمد كابتن حسام حسن على التحولات في الشوط الثاني.
اكيد طبعا الشوط الثاني هيبقى في شغل، بس في فتره ان شاء الله مش في بدايه الماتش، وممكن بس عشان امام اللي ممكن التغيير اللي هو ما بين الشوطين، انما هتبقى في حته تحولات، سرعه في مرموش وفي تريزيجيه وفي زيزو، في شغل كبير ان شاء الله، الناس اللي موجوده ان شاء الله هيبقى في كلهم ثقه ان شاء الله، يغيروا الشكل الهجومي كمان بشكل كويس ان شاء الله، انما انت بتلاعب فريق كبير قوي، فريق بطل العالم بالنسخه اللي فاتت، عندهم لعيب احسن من لعيب في العالم، انما احنا كل ده زي ما قلت قبل كده احنا مش شايفين الكلام ده، شايفين ان احنا منتخب مصر بنلعب كاس عالم زينا زي الناس دي، 11 لعيب 11 ان شاء الله اتمنى اللعيبه تبقى يعني حسن ظننا يبقى في القوه، عشان هم حاسين بالشعب المصري او الجمهور المصري اللي مستنيهم يفرحهم ان شاء الله.
شكرا جدا يا كابتن، بالتوفيق.
Ya, kita akan langsung melihat bagaimana statistik yang terjadi di 45 menit babak yang pertama Argentina berhadapan dengan Mesir. Kalau kita lihat memang hampir semua angka ya, memang masih didominasi oleh Argentina di jalanan babak pertama, Bung Messi.
Penguasaan bola ya, jumlah serangan tadi 7 dan 3 on target, dan bagaimana save juga harus kita hitung, 3 save dari Mesir, Schober itu menjadi penentu hasil babak pertama. Bukan jaminan, tapi kita lihat bagaimana babak pertama efektivitas Mesir.
Sementara kita lihat dulu bagaimana head to head antara Lionel Messi dan juga Yasser Ibrahim. Ibrahim menjadi pahlawan di jalannya babak pertama, menyumbangkan 1 gol sementara bagi Mesir.
Iya, terlihat ya bagaimana 1 gol dia kemas, kemudian passing komplit juga melebihi Messi dengan 18 kali, dan yang menarik adalah bagaimana top speed juga melebihi Messi dengan 27,8. Artinya ada motivasi, ada mental yang sangat kuat, dan mereka Ibrahim tidak inferior.
Oke, kita lihat alur pertandingan di jalannya babak yang pertama ini cukup sangat variatif juga ya. Tapi kalau dari Mesir sendiri banyak dari sisi flank, Bu.
Banyak mengincar posisi Tagliafico di sisi kiri pertahanan Argentina. Memang bukan tanpa diatur, tanpa direncanakan. Mereka pasti sudah memperlihatkan bagaimana Argentina bermain, dan sisi kiri Argentina terus menjadi inceran, dan bola silang itu kan dari area kiri permainan Argentina.
Oke, dari Bung Supri sendiri melihat alur permainan tadi?
Iya, tadi sempat saya katakan bahwa seorang pelatih ketika melakukan rotasi memang tidak mudah. Tentunya yang diharapkan adalah pemain yang baru itu bisa ngeklik, bisa langsung memacu para pemain lini pertahanan, bisa dalam ke situasi yang solid. Tapi faktanya mereka seringkali dieksploitasi di sisi sebelah kiri mereka.
Oke, di sisi sebelah kiri ya, masih menjadi pekerjaan rumah tersendiri. Sementara kita lihat dulu proses terjadinya gol, kerjasama tim yang sangat baik. Kita lihat, ini dia Bung Wesley.
Kita ingat sejarah 2022 ketika Argentina kalah dari Arab 1-2. Ini untuk pertama kali Argentina ketinggalan dulu. Di pertandingan ini kan di 2026 mereka selalu unggul. Dan bagi Mesir dengan gol ini menjadi gol pertama mereka di 16 besar sejak pegawang Hungaria tahun 1934 ketika mereka mencapai 16 besar. Ini gol yang mungkin orang tidak banyak nyangka, tapi lihat bagaimana peran dari posisi Martinez yang menurut saya Lisandro Martinez dalam posisi yang tidak pas. Pertama dia lepas dari perangkap offside, dia gagal membuat pemain Mesir offside, lalu tidak cepat mengawal lawan yang berada di pertahanan. Itu kan center back ya, Ibrahim center back ada di daerah permainan Argentina.
Iya, 1 gol membuka tentunya bagi Mesir yang membuat justru para pemain Mesir semakin semangat dengan adanya gol ini.
Tentunya ya, apalagi mereka sepertinya tidak takut dengan kinerja dari Messi.
Iya.
Tempo, intensitas mereka juga mereka layani dengan sangat tinggi. Artinya ketika ada konsistensi, ada kedisiplinan dalam menjalankan taktikal, saya pikir Mesir akan menyulitkan Argentina ya. Terlepas tadi ada satu kegagalan tendangan penalti yang diletakkan oleh Messi.
Ya, sementara kita lihat kembali peluang-peluang yang didapatkan.
Kita lihat tidak ada VAR review yang diperlihatkan kepada penonton bahwa ini penalti atau tidak. Dan kemudian ini Messi untuk keempat kalinya gagal melakukan tendangan penalti di Piala Dunia. Pertama di 2018 melawan Islandia, lalu 2022 melawan Polandia, dan di 2026 2 kali gagal penalti lawan Austria dan lawan Mesir.
Iya,
dengan style yang sama ya.
Iya betul. Kegagalan 2 kali yang terbaca oleh kiper ya, dan memang kalau kita lihat kredit bagi kiper dari Mesir sendiri Amd FX ya, yang memang begitu sibuk di jalannya babak pertama tadi.
3 save itu di awal kita mengatakan bahwa salah satu jangkar keberhasilan Mesir mencapai fase 16 besar ini adalah keberhasilan Mustafa Sober mengawal pertahanan Mesir.
Dan yang amazing tadi bagaimana dia mampu membelokkan peluang yang terbaik yang dimiliki oleh Alvarez ya. Luar biasa.
3 save dan 3 save krusial ya.
Timing, positioning, Sober memperlihatkan kematangan, meskipun kalau saya lihat 3 ancaman itu bola tidak terlalu berada di pinggir gawang atau jauh dari jangkauan Sober, tapi tetap saja timing dan positioningnya bagus.
Betul, timing positioning ya yang sangat on point di jalannya babak pertama. Ini juga ada situasi bola mati yang kali dari Messi, namun memang masih belum terlalu ideal tadi kita lihat ya, sedikit melebar.
Servis yang sangat baik saya pikir ya, bolanya melengkung walaupun kembali bahwa peluang tendangan servis yang diletakkan oleh Messi masih mengenai tiang gawang.
Ya, ini dia kembali kita saksikan satu peluang yang memang masih mengenai tiang gawang.
Mesir harus hati-hati melakukan pelanggaran di area berbahaya karena Messi punya kemampuan yang bisa menjadi pembeda. Jadi kalau kita lihat tadi performa penampilan wasit pun kita harus hati-hati juga melihat bagaimana pelanggaran-pelanggaran itu kerap terjadi kepada pemain-pemain Argentina dan wasit dengan cepat meniupkan peluit.
Ya, ini yang perlu diwaspadai untuk menatap jalannya pertandingan di babak yang kedua.
Betul. Ini first time yang dilakukan oleh Alvarez ya.
Kalau melihat penampilan begini ya, mungkin Supri, ini kalau tidak berhasil merusak ritme permainan Argentina, bisa-bisa Argentina menemukan gol penyelamat ya. Mesir harus bisa mengganggu ritme Argentina. Dengan tadi kita lihat kiper Sober mencoba mendelay waktu dengan meminta perawatan karena Argentina sedang dalam peaknya untuk menyerang dan membombardir pertahanan Mesir.
Iya, tapi kita tahu bahwa Argentina tetaplah Argentina, mereka tim yang memang memiliki mentalitas yang tinggi, pengalaman juga dimiliki. Babak kedua yang harus bisa diwaspadai oleh Mesir.
Tentunya para pemain dari Mesir walaupun untuk sementara unggul 1-0, mereka harus cepat untuk bisa memenangkan duel lini tengah satu. Kemudian jangan sampai Messi dan kawan-kawan menguasai half space yang sejauh ini menjadi koridor yang diharapkan untuk para pemain dari Argentina terutama Messi mampu mengeksploitasi dan melakukan finishing di sepertiga area pertahanan dari Mesir.
Iya, sepertinya hal tersebut harus bisa diantisipasi untuk menatap jalannya pertandingan di babak yang kedua ya, Bung Messi.
Dengan gaya bermain dari babak pertama memainkan Leandro Paredes sebagai jangkar sendirian di tengah dengan formasi tadi mungkin 4-2-3-4-1 ya, 3-2. Memang bola-bola dari tengah itu memang menjadi persoalan ketika hanya satu jangkar yang dimainkan dalam kondisi mereka mulai harus memburu gol penyeimbang. Mau tidak mau Paredes akan kerja keras ini di babak kedua kalau masih dengan formasi satu jangkar di tengah dengan 3 gelandang yang diharapkan menjadi penyuplai bagi Julian Alvarez maupun Lionel Messi. Pergantian pemain kita pasti akan lihat dari sisi agresivitas Argentina.
Oke, apalagi tadi kita sudah bicarakan bahwa dari sisi kiri ya yang kerap kali dieksploitasi juga oleh Mesir.
Betul, dan harus ada gelandang tengah yang mendampingi Tagliafico di daerah kiri pertahanan Argentina.
Iya, bagi Mesir sendiri dengan keunggulan 1-0 atas Argentina, tim juara bertahan, punya pengalaman, dan juga kalau kita lihat pun bahkan pemain-pemain di bangku cadangan pun bisa menjadi sebuah opsi ya tentunya bagi Scaloni. Dan 1 gol memang tidak cukup, tapi apa yang perlu dipertahankan atau mungkin pendekatan seperti apa untuk babak kedua bagi Mesir?
Ya, harus berani juga untuk bisa tepat dalam mengatur tempo. Jangan mencoba untuk terlalu bermain terbuka. Ketika ada momentum, mereka diharapkan untuk tetap dengan style of play mereka, yaitu memaksimalkan kecepatan pemain-pemain dari sayap.
Ya, sementara ini dia Lionel Messi. Dari raut wajahnya memang tidak happy ya dengan hasil di babak yang pertama yang tidak menguntungkan tentunya bagi Argentina. Sembari kita juga akan menantikan apakah akan ada pergantian respon yang dilakukan oleh kedua tim. Tapi sementara Mesir yang sekarang mungkin akan memasukkan pemain untuk di jalannya babak yang kedua.
Hamdi Fati kemungkinan memperkuat lini tengah yang dia menjadi starter di lawan Australia, kini memperkuat lini tengah dari Mesir.
Baik. Apa yang mungkin bisa terjadi Bung Supri di jalannya babak yang kedua?
Ya, memaksimalkan open play dengan baik, kemudian jangan sampai banyak melakukan pelanggaran.
Oke, baiklah kalau gitu langsung saja kembali kita akan menyaksikan jalannya pertandingan babak yang kedua. Argentina berhadapan dengan Mesir. Dari studio kami ucapkan selamat menyaksikan.
Ini yang saya sukai, berekspresi, membawa pesan yang positif. Kalau panas dalam, bantu redakan dengan yang ada badangnya.
Lebih pedas, lebih gurih, lebih lagi, teriyaki.
What a story so far from Egypt. What a performance, but they're under early second half pressure. Rami Rabia equal to it. Here's Salah. Sliding in was Leandro Paredes. Lionel Scaloni leaving things as they are for the time being.
Yeah, he has. He's kept it the same lineup. I wonder just if he's going to maybe push Paredes a little bit further forward, as opposed to seeing that little hole, trying to prevent Salah and the likes of Zico receiving the ball at feet. At the moment, when he was in that position, he's done really well. But a lot of his passing sideways and backwards, it kind of stopped the quick transition and sort of breakdown on him and moving the ball forward.
Sent forward off the boot of Artinya. Romero there ahead of Salah. Fernandez finds McAllister. And now Paredes. Well, Molina. De Paul. No second chances now at this World Cup. You've got to get it right on the day. Lisandro Martinez. This is Lionel Messi. Takes the return. And again. Twinkle-toed. Teeing up De Paul. And it's a very comfortable save.
Yeah, once again, you see like three Egyptian players looking to close that shot down from Paul. Paul kind of doesn't really, he just tries to place it into the corner. And those three Egyptian players pushing for the difference.
We got a free kick for the challenge from Julian Alvarez on Egypt's goalkeeper, Mustafa Shubir. Ibrahim sending it forward. free kick. Foul by Nicolas Tagliafico with the challenge on HSF Hassan. Very experienced referee in charge of this game, Francois Letexier from France. He took charge of the UEFA Euro 24 final between Spain and England, and the Europa League final this year as well. Stafasico losing out to Romero. McAllister. Alvarez. Here's Messi. Closed down quickly by Rabia. And it's a goal kick for Egypt, just as Argentina thought they were going to have a corner.
Yeah, you can see that Lionel Messi, there's no complaints from him. I think he's touched there. Yeah, it comes off him last. Good decision. Just got pushed a little bit wide, Lionel Messi, and when he did recover the ball, there was just no one in the middle, giving that opportunity for him to lay it off, and also some good defending.
Tagliafico there was not giving an inch to Hassan. Paredes. This is now Molina. And De Paul is never far away. Egypt with a very solid looking defensive structure. Argentina looking for a moment of class, maybe a little bit of craft. Talking of craft, Messi with a touch of the ball in off the boot of Rodrigo De Paul. Chance to clear, nicely done by Marwan Attea immediately, and now HSF Hassan with a chance to run at Nicolas Tagliafico. Made sure to win himself the throw.
Yeah, it's Lissandro Martinez, one that comes across now and deals with him. You can see there, Tagliafico's had a bit of problem with him in that first 45 minutes, trying to deal with HSF Hassan. Very lively, got really good ball control, tight ball control. He's got some speed as well, which causes all sorts of problems.
Well, we know they are quite a tough nut to crack, Egypt. They conceded only 2 goals in the 10 matches that they played in qualifying for this World Cup. They didn't concede in any of the final 6 qualifiers, but their defensive solidity is going to be put to the test, I think, in the extreme in what remains of this one.
You would think so, wouldn't you? I mean, Argentina, you would expect them, certainly at a certain time in this game, to really go for it. Along this scoreline stays the same, they're going to have to take chances, gamble, push players forward.
De Paul. Paredes finding Enzo Fernandez. Here's Tagliafico. Paredes into Fernandez. Cleared away by the solid figure of Karim Hafez. Get the feeling this might be the pattern of much of what remains of this game, potentially. Salah, though, oh, he picked the pocket of Paredes. And Argentina will be mightily relieved to get a free kick.
Yeah, I think he's very, very fortunate to get a free kick there. Mo Salah almost picked his pocket and was off. And that would have been a huge moment in the game.
Yeah, wouldn't it just? Salah almost away for Egypt. Floated in by Messi, met by the gloves of Shubir. Paredes. Oh, unexpectedly firing one in there.
Yeah, it's a decent strike. Just seemed to be, when the minute it left the boot, just always seemed to be rising. It's that challenge from Salah now. Oh, I tell you what, that's unlucky. Very unfortunate for Egypt. Could have easily have gone in favour of Egypt. Rabir once again coming out and clearing up the danger in that 18-yard box.
Hani. Hassan. He's got Mo Salah ahead of him. Bit of space here for Mohamed Lashin. Pass not quite finding Mustafa Ziko. He's been on the game's periphery, the number 11, a little bit. They've struggled to get him into the play. Unintentional involvement of referee Letexier there.
Yeah, it's been a real selfless kind of first 45, well, 50, almost 55 minutes for Mustafa Ziko. He's had to make a lot of runs, held out in defence, had to sacrifice himself to a large degree. And he's also played his part in Egypt being very difficult to break down thus far.
Fernandez, now Tagliafico. He forced a little bit wider than he might have liked. Hafez with a header clear only as far as Argentina's number 10, but Messi can't find a way through this time. And Egypt will try to break, and Salah knows what's coming because Romero came stomping across.
Yeah, I think Salah, just slightly put the brakes on when he realised it was Romero coming through.
Not quite kept in there by McAllister.
Interesting thing is, the longer the game goes on, whenever Egypt will be under pressure, they'll win back the ball, they'll look to try and break. How long can they continue to do that? How much energy will they have to be able to hold the ball and still also, after defending, try and break and cause problems for Argentina?
Yeah, Mohamed Hani couldn't find a teammate there, and Enzo Fernandez busy, bustling in the midfield area. McAllister now. Paredes. Bit of space for Fernandez. Messi trying to scoot away from Hamdi Fati, who fouls him. We saw a succession of free kicks, didn't we, in the round of 32 when Messi had got the ball within a sort of 10 yards of the penalty area and defenders just slightly missed timing.
Yeah, I mean, that's what he can do to you, can't he? He's got such close ball control. So nimble on his feet, draws in the defender, the challenge, and then just with a blink of an eye, he can swivel and change his movement that causes the foul.
Messi mixes it up into Rodrigo de Paul, collected by Fernandez. Molina. This is Paredes. Into Messi in that little pocket of space, and still with Messi, and Fati with an excellent challenge wins it back, and it's cleared away by Lashin. Little bit of respite for Egypt's defence. This is turning into a second half of extreme concentration as they try to hold Argentina at bay. Alvarez sends it into the heart of the box, but McAllister beaten to it.
Yeah, nice floated ball, diagonal ball across the left-hand side. Tagliafico's header back across the face. Just wasn't enough, wasn't timed enough. And of course the goalkeeper once again comes out, clears up the danger.
Just dug out by Yasser Ibrahim initially from the central area. What a day for those fans of Egypt so far. First time their country have ever been in the knockout stages at the World Cup finals. This is only the second knockout game they've ever played at the World Cup.
It doesn't look it so far. Handled it very, very well. That was always going to be a question mark. Could they handle the expectations, certainly at home for them? And could they deliver on this stage against one of the best teams on the planet? So far, they've been excellent.
Here comes Lisandro Martinez. Goes to ground, rather hopes for a free kick. Referee not interested. There wasn't a foul there, and Hassan trying to get away from Alvarez. Oh, what a handful he's proving to be. And Hassan, it's a sensational passage of play. Here comes Salah, sending it forward. It's 2-0, and the shot is on. Argentina's grip on the World Cup, suddenly hanging by a thread here in this second half. They've got lots to do, and Egypt have a 2-goal lead.
Wow. What a game, what a performance from Egypt. Absolutely perfect counter-attack football. Hassan, unbelievable run. Didn't look like it'd stop him, and they couldn't. Argentina, so influential. And what a delivery, what a pass, and what a goal for Egypt to take a 2-0 lead against all the odds, certainly on paper, but not on the performance today.
Well, so much of the credit there has to go to Hassan. Argentina feel that there was a foul at the other end of the field. That's what they're unhappy about.
And then once Hassan picked the ball up, just kept going on and on and on. Was so difficult to contain.
So referee having a look at this. Did Lisandro Martinez there, looked as if he had his foot trodden on by Marwan Artinya. But it was a tremendous break of pace and skill and verve from Egypt, but it may come to nothing because of the challenge at the other end of the field coming up here from the left of your picture.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see now. The referee, I mean, this will be devastating for Egypt if this is ruled out.
Oh, it's an almighty let-off for Argentina. Such a big moment. But the play brought back for a foul at the other end of the field. Here it is now. There's the challenge that sent Martinez to the turf. Yeah. It stays at 1-0.
It is a foul. It is a foul. Yeah, clearly you can see it. The referee's got it absolutely spot on. It's heartbreaking for Egypt. But what a goal that was that they scored. But for Argentina, it is a lifeline.
And suddenly, from potentially being 2-0 down, Argentina have a free kick in a very promising position, and their fans are alive again in the stadium. The noise level has just gone up. What a dramatic twist as Messi sent it over. And it's behind for a corner. Fico involved in it again inside the 6-yard box.
Oh, it's almost worked to perfection. It's McAllister's the one that makes a run to the near post. He's the one that gets the flick on. And it almost gets to Fico.
Messi looks to be provider this time. Egypt with 10 men back inside their own penalty area when the ball came over there. And it's just launched away by Mohamed Hani. This is going to be the ultimate test of Egypt's defensive qualities here now. What remains of this game? We've got just under half an hour to go in Atlanta. Delicately poised. Tagliafico. McAllister. No foul. Here's Mo Salah. Egypt look to break again. We've seen how devastating they can be on the break just moments ago. Hassan. Well, they were quick, three of them quick to close in on him. The number 12 was causing all sorts of problems. Hassan.
Oh, we saw moments of him in the first half when you thought he's going to be a real handful. And in this second half, the moments that he's played in that.
What a final half an hour or so we've got in front of us here, potentially. Egypt are going to make a change soon. That's a lovely touch from Hassan. And the break was almost on once more. They're trying to get Mustafa Zico away. Lisandro Martinez. Will Argentina be truly buoyed and take advantage of that decision where one moment they were in despair and then suddenly lifted by the verdict of VAR? No foul on McAllister. This is Mo Salah. Trying to get to grips there with Lisandro Martinez. I think would have been quite happy to just play on with an advantage at that point. And carry on they do. Lisandro Martinez in a bit of discomfort at the moment as his teammates carry on. I'm not sure whether he's hurt his arm or his hand. It's the other side of his body that we can see at the moment, but he appears to be okay. Christian Romero. Argentina usually find a way. So far they've failed. Header clear. Here comes Christian Romero. Into Messi. No way through for Argentina's number 10, but he keeps hold of it. Martinez. Tagliafico. Good play from Egypt, though, just forcing Argentina back, momentarily at least. And again, Mark, it was long and hopeful from the World Cup holders.
Yeah, they just lost a little bit of rhythm after that goal. Yes, he's been ruled out. They've got a lifeline. However, just, I think created a few more doubts, and it's lifted Egypt.
Nico Gonzalez is going to come on shortly, as is Lautaro Martinez. Pressure still on from Argentina with Rodrigo de Paul. That'll be a corner. Argentina getting ready to make two changes, and those changes will come now. Nicolas Tagliafico is going to come off. Nico Gonzalez on to replace him. We had some good moments, Tagliafico.
Yeah, he's also found it very, very difficult up against Haitham Hassan, who's been so difficult to contain for Argentina.
And Lautaro Martinez on as well. Adding. Rodrigo de Paul, confirmation, is the other player to have gone off. Argentina knocking on the door again. Romero trying to get on the end of it. Zico's header away. Chance to break now with Mohamed Salah. He's on his own. Support arriving. It's at the feet of Haitham Hassan. Alarm bells ringing for moments ago. It's not about to be and Argentina are two behind, and the clock is ticking for the holders of the World Cup. Are we going to see a shot here?
Wow, what an effort from Egypt. What a moment. This is match defining. Brilliant play. Mo Salah practically running 3/4 of the length of the pitch, causing all sorts of problems once again for Argentina to try and deal with it. They don't. That man, Haitham Hassan, every time he touches the ball, Argentina just are fearful. They can't contain him. Great move and a great pass into the middle of the box. And Zico makes absolutely no mistake. Egypt are flying.
Mustafa Zico's second goal of this World Cup. He got one in the win over New Zealand in the group stage. What a moment, though. What a moment. And what an opportunity, perhaps now, for Egypt here at this 2026 FIFA World Cup. Argentina are going to have to dig very deep. There is still plenty of time in the match.
Oh, they have a mountain to climb. They really do. They do not look anywhere near good enough at the moment, Argentina. And all they need is a lifeline. They need one goal. Get a goal back, that will lift. That will cause doubts in Egypt's mind, but at the moment, Egypt are absolutely flying, and rightly so.
Well, what a story we have developing here in Georgia, in downtown Atlanta. But if Argentina can get a goal back soon, we're in a different game altogether. Momentum can change in a moment, and Argentina potentially have the players to do that. Paredes into Lionel Messi. Again, they'll be looking to him and his talismanic qualities. Everyone back behind the ball for Egypt. The header away by Mohamed Hani. It was a rather wild swing at the ball there from Lisandro Martinez. Well, Zico's had the ball in the net twice in just over 6 minutes, but it's the second one that counts. They've got quite a good strike rate, Egypt, in this game, Mark. 2 for 2 in terms of attempts on target in the game. Salah losing out to Romero, just that little bit physically stronger. Fernandez trying to tee it up. Alvarez forced out wide. Nico Gonzalez can't find a way past Haitham Hassan. What a match he's had.
Yeah, he's been brilliant. He really has. He's worked. He's been worked to the ground.
I'm not sure how much he's got left here now.
Well, I believe he's been calling to be taken off. Maybe this is a substitution now.
It's his first competitive start for Egypt, and what a contribution he has made as the players head for the hydration break midway through the second half. What a match we've got on our hands here, and what a test it's turning into for Argentina once again. Egypt 2 goals up with a quarter of the game to play.
Orang nonton nah nggak lolos nonton tenang saja, masih ada Perancis
Well, this is a rather big chat here for Lionel Scaloni.
Oh, monumental. This is the moment. This is the moment where last chance for Argentina, for the managers. Scaloni to try and get his message across, try and make a difference. Argentina have to dig deep. They have to find something. Otherwise, they are out of this World Cup. And Egypt have been incredible. This man, Haitham Hassan, huge. Salah's ball to Zico was brilliant. Zico's finish was clinical.
So much of the play, so much of the pressure, but actually, so far in this second half, not too many clear-cut chances for the world champions.
No, not at all, really. It's been about the can of football from Egypt and how they've played it so well on this occasion when the goal does stand. It's Salah who makes the initial move. Haitham Hassan, really great skills down the right-hand side. To beat Enzo Fernandez, leaves him in his wake. He's crossing into the box. It's pretty simple, but perfectly timed. And Zico makes absolutely no mistake, and what great value they have been, Egypt, to have had this 2-0 lead.
The goal that was disallowed for Egypt, a goal of real quality, but there was a foul in the build-up to that, right at the other end of the field, so it was the right call from the match officials. So changes coming for Argentina. Now Molina is off. Gonzalo Montiel is on. That was a change that we saw in the last game against Cabo Verde as well. And Mahmoud Trezeguet has come on for his 100th cap for Egypt. Trezeguet on, and the extremely impressive Haitham Hassan makes way. And we're off again here for a massive conclusion to this game.
Caranya kiper aja ada ini.
Romero. A little over a quarter of an hour plus added time remaining. Argentina are going to have to come up with something impressive here, but if they can get a goal before too long, suddenly the pressure will be immense on Egypt. Argentina on the front foot again, as they have been for so much of this second half. Zico back trying to help out. Sent into the heart of the box, and Lautaro Martinez swung his leg at it.
That's half a chance. Player of his quality, Martinez could have on another occasion.
It's confirmation there that Montiel has come on, and the goalkeeper should be there on the ground over on the far side. It's not the first time he's gone down following a challenge around his penalty area. When there hasn't really been an awful lot going on around him at the time.
Martinez felt it was taking too long to go and collect the ball.
Ahmed Hani away, won by Lisandro Martinez. A touch from Nico Gonzalez into Fernandez, and now it's with McAllister. It's going to be incessant from Argentina, isn't it now, I think, what remains of the game. Maybe the more they push, I suppose it might leave some gaps going the other way on the counter for Egypt.
I think it will, and we've shown it already in the second half that they're susceptible. We saw it against Cabo Verde. Argentina are susceptible to that counter-attack. This is no different tonight.
Paredes. Enzo Fernandez, lovely play. Alvarez! That little flick just took it past the goalkeeper, but then thumped away at the far post. Flag has gone up anyway.
Just can't quite get it right at the moment, Argentina. Whether it's the delaying of the run, keeping on side, or the delivery in the box.
68,239 packed into the stadium here. Haitham Hassan there, who's just gone off. Big day for Trezeguet. A century of caps for Egypt, for Trezeguet now. Here come Egypt again. 13 times before, Argentina have been 2 goals behind in the finals of the World Cup over the years, and they've lost all of them. They need to change the narrative on that. They've got less than 15 minutes plus added time in which to do it. Hani. Egypt hunting for something rather special. Looking to send a seismic shock around the World Cup. The chase is on, and Trezeguet will keep it in. Support arriving. Zico hits it, and Trezeguet fancied it. Goal kick. Scored at the World Cup, Trezeguet. Got one in the 3-1 win over New Zealand.
Yeah, a little bit wasteful on that occasion. Edna was in the box, decided to try and catch Emi Martinez out at the near post.
Comes McAllister looking for Julian Alvarez. Attacking ranks gathering on the edge of Egypt's penalty area for Argentina. Messi. Enzo Fernandez challenged by Mohamed Hani. Montiel. Bit of space here for McAllister. In towards Messi. Block made by the attentive Yasser Ibrahim, who scored the first goal. Gonzalez, Fernandez. This is Martinez. It's not a bad ball either. It was heading towards Montiel beyond the far post. Trezeguet's there. Really is all hands on deck for Egypt now.
Well, they're still prepared to leave Mo Salah in an advanced position. That is always the constant threat.
The thoughtful face of Lionel Scaloni, who of course led Argentina to World Cup victory 4 years ago. Sturdy header from Lachine. They're not getting a lot of respite, are they?
They're not, but Argentina's really struggled for quality. Delivering the box, chances, creating chances. It's really been few and far between in this second half. I can't really remember even a meaningful, good chance they've created so far in this second half, and that has been not good enough for them so far.
Messi looking to start to turn it in favour, and they are back in the game. Argentina right back in it. Christian Romero. It's 2-1, and there is time for the defending champions. Romero gets them on the board.
No.
That's a great ball. The first time in the second half when they've got a really good ball into the box. Messi's cross into Romero. He's onside, and looks like for me like he's onside, and what a header. Really good. On this occasion, Mustafa Shabir can't keep it out.
Change coming, and Mostafa Zico is going off to be replaced by Omar Marmoush of Manchester City. So Marmoush, one of those who was left out today, started the last game, is on for what remains. And suddenly Argentina are really up and about here at ADATA, and here they come with Messi. And the 1-2 on this occasion doesn't come off, and we have roughly 10 minutes or so plus added time, but what a long time it will feel for those players in red shirts down there below.
It will be. It'll take an age. And Argentina now have got their tails up. We talked about it. They can get one back. They would come to life. The belief will come back into this team. And yes, they've given themselves a hope, but there's still a long way to go.
His first goal for Argentina, Romero, for just over 2 years. What a big one. Thought he'd scored what turned out to be the winner in the last round against Cabo Verde, which eventually went down as an own goal, but not going to be denied that one. Shabir got his hand to it, couldn't quite get enough on it to turn it round the post. This is going to be some final 10 minutes. McAllister into Messi. Faced by Lachine, backed up by Trezeguet. McAllister wins the corner. It is incessant, the pressure now on Egypt's penalty area.
It's going to show you Argentina possess. Player like Messi, not really involved for the vast majority of the game. The quality hasn't been the same. One little moment of real quality of delivering the box can make all the difference, and they're back in the game.
Back in the game and back on the attack here, and Shabir under real pressure, but it's thumped clear. Goalkeeper a little slow to get to his feet. It's collected by Paredes, and now with Montiel. And Trezeguet has been beaten by Messi. It's Lionel Messi, and it was nearly 2-2. Wonderful play from Argentina's number 10. Down the far side, and Lautaro Martinez a whisker away from levelling it up.
Oh, what a ball, what a run from Messi. Lautaro Martinez just gets the timing wrong on the header. What a run, what a manoeuvre, what a little cross in with the outside of his boot. Martinez couldn't finish it off. Another big chance for Argentina.
Agonising for Argentina. come again. Gonzalez.
Jelas.
Paredes.
Oh, bener ya.
Alvarez. Enzo Fernandez. Got Montiel over on the far side. Plenty of blue and white shirts inside the penalty area now. Block made by Lachine the first time. Taro sends it across.
Terdiam kalian.
Egypt, absolutely Little Messi. This is relentless. Delivery in the box is fortunate. The deflection. They keep it alive. And Messi with the finish. It's absolutely brilliant. Great technique. Power on the ball. And Mustafa Shabir just couldn't once again keep this one out. Argentina behind once again. 4 minutes and 19 seconds between the two goals for Argentina. Lionel Messi's 8th goal of this World Cup.
Ini loh bro. Ya sahabat juga.
And incredibly, Lionel Messi
Semangat otak kemana sebenarnya bet.
at the World Cup finals. You won't be surprised to know nobody's
Aku mending tekan anu sisan atau juri tempo tambah waktu video gini mas. Extra time sisan. Ini tetap ngepres. Top skor sekarang 8. Wis rasku sik to, tak isik to mas. Wis to sama ini Bu. Anu sik to legane aku pisan. Lu HP karep
It's not too dissimilar here in terms of its difficulty.
So, paling
it's not over yet.
Masih balik pulang kampung.
Back in this game at the moment. They have
Rasa
all
blunder.
of the momentum.
They certainly do, and with 5 minutes to go, they'll have eyes on trying to get it done inside the 90 and avoiding extra time. Egypt have got to regroup here.
They certainly do, they have to put that disappointment behind them. They've got to knuckle down, they've got to regroup, refocus. You can see there he's clearly onside.
Yeah, no doubt about that.
That was Romero's header. That was to make it 2-1.
Bedlam all around us inside the stadium here in downtown Atlanta. An incredible noise, an incredible atmosphere, added to by the fact the roof is closed. Nail-biting stuff. Away to the far side. Yasser Ibrahim. That header he scored early in the game seems a long time ago now. One or two things have happened since then.
It feels like an age, doesn't it?
We might have another chapter or two to be written into this game. At the moment, we're headed for extra time. Momentum very much with Argentina at the moment. What a comeback. What a souvenir for somebody. Mohamed Hani with the throw. Can Egypt get up off the canvas and find a third goal? This is Mamouche. Throw for Argentina. Scaloni's demeanour hasn't changed a great deal throughout the
Orang
game.
juga tahu yo.
Leandro Paredes. Montiel's getting on his bike over on the far side.
Wira kentir loh. Kemajuan. Dia boleh SKT kan.
Lisandro Martinez. Too much pace on that for Montiel.
Yeah, the game's slowed down a little bit now, and both sides just trying to find their way through a bit calmer.
Well, it has been breathless, particularly during the spell in the game where Argentina were really pushing to come back. Lautaro Martinez just taking exception to the close attentions being given to him. Argentina with the opportunity now to put some more pressure on.
Just ruffled a few feathers, hasn't he? Lautaro Martinez is coming on, his presence, obviously his ability is all there. He's ruffled a few feathers, he's tried to put them off their game a little bit.
There's a good race for the golden boot. Lionel Messi leading the way by one. Pushed away by Shubir. It was a worrisome moment for Egypt.
Masalah. Ini dia dukung lawannya pasti.
Last 30 seconds of the 90. Are we going to have a final flourish from somebody, a great crescendo to this game, or will we have an extra half an hour? And of course the possibility of penalty kicks. Julian Alvarez now for Argentina. Trying to find Christian Romero. Back out with Alvarez. Sliding in was Lachine. Egypt just trying to survive this attacking onslaught from Argentina. Lionel Messi. Lachine with a very big interception. Maybe a chance to break. Marmoush with a touch into Mo Salah. Marmoush takes on the running.
Sorry, boss.
Defensive challenge by Paredes. That was massive.
Oh, it's huge. It was magnificent defending. He takes a gamble, decides he needs to hold his line. He needs to try and make the interception.
Messi trying to tee up Alvarez. He can't quite get there. Mohamed Hani sends it away. Game really opened up there.
Oh. Egypt once again a massive threat on that counter. Unbelievably well.
Argentina scored at least twice in each of the last 11 matches they've played. Uruguay with the other team to do that. Whipped in by Hani. There was a chance. It was Trezeguet trying to get on the end of it. They're claiming a foul inside the penalty area, but the attack is still on with Mohamed Lachine.
That was a big chance for Trezeguet. I don't believe he felt that he'd get a free header like he did. Just got caught, napping a little bit.
It's an absolute thriller, this one. Here comes Mo Salah. They're desperately hoping for a kick from him. Not this time. And Argentina could be there. Lautaro Martinez. Red shirts racing back as fast as they can.
Assalamualaikum. Enzo Fernandez. Tas memutar menunggu balik itu gembira. Hanya dibuatkan oleh Argentina, sorry. bisa di belakang ya.
In the history of the World Cup finals, and it's a goal which is set to take Argentina into the quarterfinals.
What a moment. Incredible scenes here in Atlanta. The ball initially through to Lautaro Martinez. You felt that was just slightly overhit. That was the chance gone, but he didn't panic. Question marks on whether or not that should have been a foul. When Egypt won the counter-attack from that moment onwards. Argentina took control. We felt that the moment was done by the ball slowly get on the end of it. Slow right down. The delivery was unbelievable. Enzo Fernandez. Wow.
What a header from Enzo Fernandez. The header of his career. Shubir could only watch. There is a red card for one of the Egyptian team staff down on the touchline as we watch the Enzo Fernandez goal. Promotion for the first time today from Lionel Scaloni. It's an unbelievable game.
Once again, Lionel Scaloni will know that they're playing one hell of a game. I mean, an incredible game. It's just phenomenal. The way in which his team has fought back into this game. They were gone. Feel for Egypt.
There's the red card. Yellow for Shubir, I think. Frustration, understandably so, for Egypt's players, given that 11 minutes from the end of the game they were winning 2-0. Facundo Medina and Nicolas Otamendi are coming on to replace Julian Alvarez and Christian Romero.
Maksudnya banding ke bola nggak apa-apa ini kan SATA yang polis. Aus pasrah lu. Ini biasanya pasrah rumah.
Wow. So Otamendi, who's playing at his fourth second appearance here in the United States.
Harusnya 3 gol bos. 4 menit cuma buat 1 gol.
And Argentina breaking new ground, whichever way you turn. They've never overturned a 2-goal deficit in a World Cup match to go on and win before now. There haven't been 2 goals down that often over the years, of course. Late change with Zizou on for Egypt. Mohamed Lashin is off. Zizou on for the little that remains of the game. We've got 2 or 3 minutes remaining in all likelihood here in added time, but it's a truly remarkable turnaround here. Well, they say, don't they, that the true champions find a knockout punch from somewhere.
They do. I mean, they've got the quality on the pitch. Doesn't matter how bad they've been or how they've struggled to cause any indents in the opposition. They just don't give up. They continue to fight. They know how to win games. And they've shown it once again today. Being relentless in the second half.
And it's tidied up at the back in the gloves of Emiliano Martinez. Those 3 goals came in a spell of just over 13 minutes. 13 minutes and 15 seconds. Confirmation of a yellow card for Hamdi Fatih in the discussions that ensued after the 3rd goal for Argentina. Well, we thought, Mark, that Argentina had been pushed all the way by Cabo Verde the other day, but this is something else.
It's on a different level, isn't it? I mean, we've just gone up a couple of notches, haven't we? I mean, the drama in this game. Seemingly like they were going to progress and not one of the favourites out, the favourites out of the tournament. And then Argentina just do not know how to roll over. They do not know how to lose games. They know what it means and how it takes to win games at a World Cup.
Egypt aren't done yet, though. They're still hoping for one more opportunity to level it up and send us to extra time. But we're in added time now, as it's headed away by Martinez, and Lautaro Martinez collects, takes it as far as he can. He's sent to the turf, and there's going to be a yellow card, and it's going to be shown to Marwan Artinya.
Mobo, ini salah. Gue bali wae ngono iki. Iya. Kalah sana.
Well, we saw Belgium come back from a 2-goal deficit to get the better of Senegal. They needed extra time to do that, with 2 very late goals to equalise, but Argentina here set to get it done without the need of the extra half an hour. And referee Francois Le Texier still has a little sorting out to do as he comes across to Egypt's disgruntled bench. Emotions running high, understandably so. But Egypt, they have been outstanding today.
Oh, they have been. I mean, they've just, understandably, they're frustrated. They're devastated. They need to try and control themselves. They need to try and find a way of getting back in this game. And by being overly emotional, it's not going to help.
Yeah, referee deep in conversation there with Hossein Hassan, the head coach of Egypt, in the middle of your picture.
FIFA lawan. Nangis dari gue.
2 up, 11 minutes to go, but Argentina have come roaring back. And all the fans in the stadium here now need to hear, or the vast majority of them in blue and white, is the final whistle. They'll do well to hear it, though. The atmosphere is really quite something in here.
Kemarin ambil juga, sekarang ambil juga. Sorry bos, sorry.
Ball not reaching Mohamed Salah, and Egypt just can't get it forward. They can't get it into Argentina's half. It's a classic encounter here. South America set to get the better of Africa. Nico Gonzalez down to the man of the moment, really, Enzo Fernandez. It's his goal that separates the 2 teams. Argentina very much saving the best till last in this round of 16 tie. The winners, of course, will play Switzerland or Colombia in the quarterfinals and will head to Kansas City for the meeting on the 11th of July. Time has all but run out for Egypt. Maybe one last chance, but you sense it might have to happen now if it's going to. Fernandez sends it to Lautaro Martinez, who wisely uses up a few precious seconds. Just what's required by Argentina at this moment in time. That's brilliantly done by Lautaro.
What he's got to do is just keep his cool. He knows they are heading to the next round and they keep their cool. Lautaro Martinez doesn't need to react. Brilliant play by him. Brilliant play to frustrate Egypt, to wind the clock down.
Argentina are almost there. Pushed to the limit by Egypt. Retaining the trophy still alive, but looks very much in doubt with 11 It's been epic in Atlanta. A game that had everything. A game that pushed the defending champions to the limit. Heartbreaking for Egypt. They were outstanding, but Argentina found that little bit extra from somewhere. But my goodness me, they had to dig deep. In the end, goals from Cristian Romero, from Lionel Messi, and a winner from Enzo Fernandez in added time. See them edge an incredible encounter. It's finished. Argentina 3, Egypt 2. Well, that had absolutely everything.
Wow, it's breathless. It was remarkable. It was sad. There was all the difference of emotions in that game.
Sempat tertinggal dari Mesir, Argentina berhasil melakukan remontada dan membalikkan keadaan menjadi kemenangan 3-2. Ketika banyak yang mengira langkah mereka akan terhenti, Albi Celeste justru bangkit di momen krusial dan mengamankan tiket ke perempat final. Full time analysis akan kami hadirkan sesaat lagi.
Aku tuh mas kembali lagi mas.
Sayang, nanti sebelum belanja bulanan, beli baju.
Alah, ono ya.
Malah rugi aku udah main kembali bisa ditendang ya. Mas Rio sudah menang wasu tiba-tiba gembira kabeh ngarang-ngarang. Dia lawannya nanti ya. Apa itu tim andalannya dewe to. Kita kembali ya coba sing podo. Iki kan nang bilang situ. Ini kalau versi ya atau kalau versi. Iya lah. Sesuk video. So ini mana seru ini. Prancis so. Marang di Prancis. Mesti kok. Mesti langsung ke Prancis tuh. Dulu Prancis. Prancis. Real Madrid. Kroasia Prancis kan tahu juga Madrid sangat rugen kan Sumoyon topeng jelas mulai titik mutriknya cak ini nanti hilang tuh mutriknya online ini gini terakhir ngepas sama 4 libur terakhir ngepas ini saya ulang saya harus jelas soalnya kok hari ini kena dobeng di orang oleh saya dah rumah ngomongnya kayak jadi atlet pelari latihan moyo.
Ya pemirsa, Anda kembali bersama kami di Bola Gembira 2026 bersama dengan Pola Play. Baru saja kita menyaksikan laga yang penuh dengan drama antara Argentina berhadapan dengan Mesir. Mesir nyaris saja membuat tentunya kejutan terbesar sebelum akhirnya Argentina melakukan remontada. Mereka bangkit dari ketertinggalan dan juga berhasil mengunci kemenangan di pertandingan kali ini. Bung Wesley.
Dramanya luar biasa.
Ya, sampai deg-degan kita ya sepanjang pertandingan.
Dan bagi saya menunjukkan perubahan tactical game di tengah pertandingan itu menunjukkan kematangan dan kedalaman skuad. Jadi babak pertama kita lihat bagaimana susahnya Argentina masuk dalam kotak penalti meskipun mencoba mengejar, tapi ada catatan saya bagaimana back Argentina, pertahanan Argentina harus jauh berbenah di perempat final nanti tanpa ada perubahan di perempat final nanti di pertahanan berat bagi mereka karena saya lihat fisik pemain Argentina sudah sangat tergerus di 2 pertandingan terakhir ini, tapi mental berbicara, pemain-pemain pembeda itu selalu ada. Dan kalau kita bicara tactical game, bagaimana posisi Messi merusak pemain pertahanan Mesir. Supri mungkin bisa cerita bagaimana luar biasanya ya kehadiran satu pemain ini bisa tidak terlalu berarti di pertahanan lawan, tapi bisa membuka ruang bagi teman-temannya.
Iya, sebuah laga yang saya bilang amazing ya, amazing football ya. Bagaimana kita disuguhkan counter to counter, bagaimana kita disuguhkan counter attack kombinasi yang luar biasa yang diletakkan oleh para pemain-pemain Mesir. Kemudian keberadaan Messi, satu pemain tidak hanya mampu memberikan sesuatu, tapi bisa merubah segalanya. Ini memperlihatkan bahwa usia tidak muda, tapi kecerdasannya luar biasa.
Iya, kecerdasan yang luar biasa ya, dan juga pandai untuk bisa menempatkan dirinya di posisi yang tepat gitu.
Iya, karena di babak kedua Messi itu seringkali ditempatkan bermain sedikit agak melebar. Artinya fokus pemain-pemain belakang dari Mesir tidak terlalu fokus ke dia. Kemudian dengan kemampuan visi yang sangat baik dia memberikan umpan early, dan kita lihat bagaimana upaya dari Zico ya, walaupun golnya dianulir, tapi Zico selalu muncul dari second line dengan pengambilan keputusan yang luar biasa. Dia mampu menciptakan gol yang sangat baik, dan inilah gol kemenangan awal. Betul. Betul.
Catatan saya di sini untuk tanpa ada kemauan pemain Argentina melakukan professional foul, mereka ketinggalan dan tidak dilakukan oleh keputusan melakukan pelanggaran yang penting.
Ya, sementara kita lihat inilah dia.
Ini gol penyama kedudukan ya.
Ini
awal dari Messi yang memberikan early yang sangat baik.
Ya, satu gol penyama kedudukan bagi Argentina.
Dan disinilah
ini dia gol berikutnya yang tercipta.
Iya, sebuah insting, sebuah naluri, sebuah finishing yang saya bilang ini luar biasa. Dengan timing yang tepat, bola sedikit memantul, kemudian dengan kemampuan dan kekuatan kaki kirinya dia bisa menyamakan kedudukan.
Gol ini kan kreator serangannya juga didahului oleh Messi. Jadi gol penyimbang ini benar-benar meruntuhkan pemain Mesir, dan ini dia
terakhir ditutup dengan kedudukan yang sangat dingin, sangat tenang dari Enzo ya.
Iya, ini merupakan gol penentu kemenangan ya bagi Argentina di penghujung. Ini tambahan waktu ya? Atau injury time maksudnya?
Injury time, extra time, tapi pembelajaran adalah semua gol berasal dari transisi ketika mereka lengah. Sehingga para pemain-pemain Argentina dengan gampang, dengan kualitas crossing mampu untuk bisa unggul atau comeback dengan luar biasa.
Padahal sepanjang pertandingan tadi kita lihat crossing di mulut gawang Mesir tidak terlalu berarti mengancam pertahanan Mesir.
Ya, sementara kita lihat bagaimana statistik di pertandingan kali ini Argentina berhadapan dengan Mesir, tentunya masih dikuasai oleh Argentina ya. Dari angka-angka tersebut XG juga sangat tinggi, 2,8 bahkan Bung Wesley bagi Argentina.
Kalau ini sudah data benar, kita lihat bagaimana Mesir benar-benar melakukan counter attack. Counter attack yang sangat tajam, sangat mematikan. Ditambah lagi pemain Argentina dari pertahanannya sudah jauh ke depan. Ketika mereka kehilangan satu gelandang bertahan di tengah tidak cukup untuk menghentikan tanpa ada kemauan atau keberanian melakukan profesional. Mungkin takut juga kena kartu merah atau hukuman yang membahayakan. Tapi ya sebagai saya keberanian pemain Mesir melawan Argentina dengan permainan seperti ini itu memperlihatkan lawan Argentina di perempat final sudah tahu. Mereka belajar dari Tanjung Verde, belajar dari Mesir, mereka tahu akan menghadapi Argentina seperti apa.
Apalagi kalau kita lihat memang energinya sudah cukup terkuras juga ya menghadapi Tanjung Verde dan juga Mesir yang tampil begitu all out bagi Argentina.
Iya, recovery menjadi kunci, walaupun juga taktikal akan bisa memiliki dampak yang signifikan, terutama di babak kedua. Kecepatan para pemain-pemain Mesir kita perlu apresiasi, tapi konsistensi para pemain Argentina di saat mereka tertinggal, mereka juga sangat luar biasa.
Ya, sangat luar biasa ya, apalagi inilah yang mungkin membedakan Argentina dengan tim-tim lainnya ya. Selain memang kualitas individu juga mereka memiliki mental juara yang memang sudah teruji. Baiklah, sebelum kita menutup perjumpaan kita kali ini, seperti biasa kita akan menunjuk satu man of the match yang layak untuk diberikan di pertandingan Argentina versus Mesir kali ini. Dari Bung Wesley dan dari Bung Supri?
Ya, saya pikir tidak ada pemain lain ya, kecuali Messi 1 gol, 1 assist. Kemudian 8 gol dalam satu Piala Dunia kan sudah menyamai Guillermo Stabile di era Piala Dunia 1930.
Iya, kita lihat ya.
Argentina.
Iya.
Cetak 8 gol dan
Iya.
1 kejuaraan Piala Dunia.
Iya, ini membuktikan bahwa usia hanyalah angka ya.
Bagi Messi usia.
Bagi Messi, betul. Dengan rating 9,0, 1 gol, 1 assist. Dia mampu bangkit di saat memang saat itu timnya sedang tertinggal ya.
Iya, kalau tanpa Messi belum tentu Argentina bisa bangkit dan mengejar. Jadi kehadiran Messi di lapangan tidak ditarik keluar itu adalah sebuah modal untuk membangkitkan semangat dan keyakinan teman-temannya bahwa mereka masih punya Messi yang akan bisa melakukan perubahan dan kemudian terjadi gol penyimbang di menit 83, itulah peran Messi.
Iya, sementara inilah dia map road to final di round of 16 atau babak 16 besar. Ini merupakan pertandingan kedua terakhir sebetulnya ya, tapi kita sudah mendapatkan pemenangnya yakni Argentina. Sembari nanti kita akan melihat siapakah yang akan menjadi lawan dari Messi dan kawan-kawan, apakah Swiss atau Kolombia nantinya.
Ini pasti akan cukup menarik kalau apakah mungkin Swiss dan Kolombia tidak bisa dikatakan akan berlangsung timpang, akan seimbang. Tapi tadi saya katakan, Putri, Swiss atau Kolombia sudah dapat kisi-kisi bagaimana menghadapi Argentina setelah Artinya dan Mesir memperlihatkan bahwa mereka bisa mencetak 2 gol dan bisa memberikan perlawanan.
Dari Bung Supri mungkin ada tambahan?
Ya, apalagi Kolombia kan sudah sering juga bertemu dengan Argentina ya. Artinya tinggal bagaimana kedewasaan, kematangan bermain mereka di saat mampu menang Swiss dan menempatkan satu tempat untuk bertemu dengan Argentina.
Baiklah, patut kita kawal pertandingannya. Tentunya kami ingin mengingatkan lagi bahwa seluruh pertandingan sampai dengan babak final nanti dapat Anda saksikan tentunya di Pola Play. Kalau gitu saya ucapkan terima kasih banyak untuk Bung Wesley, terima kasih untuk Bung Supri. Kita berjumpa lagi di pertandingan lainnya ya. Dan juga pemirsa semua, sebelum berpisah kami ingin mengingatkan Anda bahwa akan ada pertandingan terakhir di babak 16 besar. Jangan dilewatkan, Anda dapat menyaksikannya sesaat lagi di mana Swiss akan berhadapan dengan Kolombia hari Rabu 8 Juli 2026. Nanti akan on air pukul 01.45 waktu Indonesia bagian Barat dan juga kick off-nya pukul 3.00 waktu Indonesia bagian Barat hanya di Pola Play. Dengan demikian, saya Natasha Jarwaria pamit undur diri dan sampai jumpa lagi tentunya di pertandingan lainnya di Bola Gembira 2026 bersama dengan Pola Play. Selamat pagi dan salam Pola Play Sport.
Aku dukung lawane yang didukung kowe ben rame. Karena aku dukung Prancis. Lawane Spanyol. Maroko lah.
Swiss lolos besok lawan Prancis nanti dukung Swiss.
Pemen lawane didukung kowe. Nek padha-padha ora rame. Memang anak FIFA ya Mas. Norwegia Inggris ngendi? Aku ora ndukung nek ora ndukung. Sik muga-muga Prancis iso Spanyol. Oh nek selain sapa selain Argentina ora sak dukung kowe tenan. Loh sak menang sapa? Spanyol ro ana kudu amat menang. Nah Argentina berarti calon-calon runner up tuh sapa Argentina. Sorry bos. Besok lah kalah do Prancis di final. Ora.
Medali perak.
Sorry bos.
Lumayan.
Gak jelas.
Ini lah wis juara siji to tim tahun ini. Saiki juara loro.
Besok telu. Ben telu Pak to medaline.
Tim bakal banget ora telu.
Tuweh. bagus.
Mikire dongene wis tau juara siji kok nopo meneh. Loro wae.
Pas siji ki loro ngono kan.
Durung tau juara loro.
Pas siji nduk loro temen sampe pas siji siji.
Sensasine lah beda. Ono nangis-nangis ya. Mbappe wis duwe siji loro ya, gerek telu ya, Bro.
Oh, telu berarti telu.
Iki paling.
Ini pas nganu halan met ambil mati to, Mas. Oh, ta. Piro Mas? 90. 80 piro to?
Ora rasa lho, kami tongkrong di ngali loro rene. Matu situasi ngene ndang balkul.
Alane syutingan wis sangat.
Kita pasar golek men kok mlaku santai ndelok ngene.
Emang bener ya, Mas.
Trenggur. Messi lah main.
Messi iso kabeh, iso giring, iso nyuting.
Iya, yo triple.
Alane kok
Nek
nyuting.
ora pemain bal-balan iki.
Nek Messi iki bakat, nek Ronaldo disiplin. Nah, itu mesti emang bakat.
Nah, ini seneng-seneng emang.
Alane ngono lah kan to. Rapper to.
Lagune apa?
Ngerti video de lawas lho.
Saya bocah.
Mungkin cilik.
Nek Messi banyak bakat kayak Maradona. Nek Ronaldo emang disiplin.
Kon poli barang iso barang aja asli.
Basket ya iso.
Kena niat pura gitu.
Ya wis kagede ning bal yo terus ki.
Kadung ki was. Bapakne nang bal kok.
Sama-sama koyo ngerti kok garet bal ya. Wis bosen bal-balan teko ayu. Golek gol.
Oh.
Profesional
turnamen bareng.
Golnya lo radio muni dolanan tok.
Alih profesi, profesi.
Saya juara champion besok.
Apa bel? Bola Bali apa ya? Apa bel ya?
Juara.
Yang pido apa telu ya?
Mungkin babalan untuk pesenku, padahal wis juara lho. Gol bangun.
Untuk Balian.
Usume Balian. Enggak sama. Sama. Wah. Aku pangan.
Pangan sopo?
Pangan dhewe. Arep geblak.
Kok tengok. Arep geblak.
Pengen yo.
Roti tadi tawagi.
Tak gawe ngono dek lagi. Kamu tuh lagi.
Wah, lagi
Potek buri.
Kamera burem ae. Ini suaranya digawe gemah. Itu kameranya ora efek kamera burik.
Suaranya
aku ngono kuwi. Efeknya itu.
Gembla. Reproti.
Kamu dong kelengar kayak kamu ini aja.
Wah, plenger ya.
Daleknya kayak tangi dulu enak. Bisa.
Bate digeser sendalnya bate.
Apa? Hari lo iso. Hah?
Mengantuk saya ya.
Terus balik.
Coba.
Pulang tidur.
Cuci kaki gosok gigi gitu. Susu.
Cuci muka. Mandi.
Di batu.
Cek. Madep bari madep tembok saya ya.
Madep tembok, ayo ngungkuri tembok. Tembok.
Ya apa?
Sampah.
Males. Jadi kan buat awak ngecas bet. Mas, kepala udah sampean Mas. Mas bro. Apa bebet?
Oh, wan ngukur. Ngukur dhewe.